If we try to be good men, we can make a huge difference. Not the best campfire I've built, and don't do this at home, as they say. I'm a little bit lazy this morning, so I'm just going to balance it here, the kettle, instead of building a pot hanger. I think we'll be okay. Good morning. Well, it is good morning here in Norway. It's Saturday morning and we have snow. Not a lot of snow, but it's still November. It's the last day of November. So yeah, okay, let's have a little chat. It's actually boiling, believe it or not. Chocolate coffee. Oh. What can be better than sitting down by the campfire, even though it's not the greatest campfire I've built, but it will do. Like this. Yeah. I want to talk about role models, actually, especially role models for young men and boys. To be more specific, the lack of healthy and positive role models for boys and young men in today's so-called modern society. I think this is important. It's so important that I made notes, and I never do that, but I made some notes because this is something it's been on my mind for quite a while. It seems to me that positive, healthy role models for young men and boys are ridiculed. Very often they are ridiculed. The classic example is the family father. You know, the family father in every TV sitcom, is that what they call it? Those TV series that are supposed to be funny. He's a bit of a goof, you know, he knows nothing, and he's the butt of the joke. And while that might seem harmless, you know, it's a symptom of something a lot more sinister and serious. There is a lack of positive and healthy role models for young men, and that leads to all sorts of problems. Now, I think we all have role models when we are young. It's mostly the father. That's natural, I guess. And your father will be, or should be, your role model, right? He's your, when you're a little boy, he's a superhero. he can fix anything, and he's super strong and brave. And if he put on Superman's cape and you found out he is actually Superman, you know, that would kind of make sense to you when you're a little boy. Sadly, we have seen an increase in fatherless homes. There will always be something missing, an emptiness in the heart of a boy who grew up without a father. There is something missing, and it breaks my heart when I see little boys. You can tell, you know, when they are reaching out to you. They want that father figure in their life. They need someone, an image of themselves in the future, in a way. I think that's what it's about, you know. And these little boys, they are lost in a way. They are lost. They don't know where they are heading. They don't know how to be a man. They don't know what it's supposed to... I mean, they are confused. Many young boys and young men, they are confused because they never learned to be a man. They never learned to be a father. And that's why we are seeing that widespread immaturity among young men today. And how so many young men today, they don't want responsibility. It's like they never grow up. They never mature. They never become men. They're like, I don't know what to call them, but they're not men. Yeah, I made notes. I've written here, broken homes, absent fathers, fatherless homes. And being a man is actually a skill that you have to learn, or rather a skill set. And you have to learn those skills. It's not, well, it's kind of, you could say it's kind of natural, but also you need someone, a role model, to point, you know, he's your goal. You want to be like that. That's the whole point of a role model. So, yeah, I'm getting all emotional now. This is a huge problem in today's society. I think are we the second or third generation now we're seeing young men who grew up in broken homes without a father. And they themselves become irresponsible fathers. There are divorces. They lose contact with their their sons and daughters, very much because of the legal system, which is very unfair, but that's a topic for another video, I guess. Yeah. Let me have a look at my notes again. Yeah, what I've written here is that young men and boys, we all have role models, but what happens when your role models, when they're not positive ones? For instance, if you have no present father and your role models, they're all like, for instance, those gangsta rappers. If those are the role model for that young boy, that young man, don't be surprised if he makes the wrong choices in life. Don't be surprised if he gets involved in drugs and crime, all sorts of crime and violence. Now, let me move. As I said, not the best campfire today. So choose your role models wisely. And your role model or your role models doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I mean, if your father is a role model, he's not perfect, and that's okay. But I think that choosing role models that are immature, negative, it won't help you. On the contrary, it might get you into trouble. We tend to shape our morals after our role models. So keep that in mind. That's my advice. If that counts for something. You know, it's really not very complicated. You need a few personal traits to succeed in life. And those are, well, you need to be hardworking. You need to have that mindset where you giving up, it's not an option. You need to be ambitious. You need to be kind. You need to be able to reflect and think and you need to be able to be self-aware, I think that's the word. So that you will know when you are on the wrong track. Hardworking and kind and self-aware. I'm sure there are many other personal traits that are good to have, but those are the three that I know have helped me. Now, I would like to say that there are few things that disgusts me more than how popular culture idolizes negativity. And by negativity, I am talking about things like, well, a general shallowness in your personality, drug use, violence, irresponsibility, If you who are watching this, if you're a grown-up man, be that role model in your local community, in your wherever you go. Try to be that role model. We're not perfect, but at least if we try to be good men, we can make a huge difference in our societies and in this so-called modern world. Okay, that's today's video. I am sorry about the campfire. It wasn't the greatest campfire I made, but that's how it is sometimes. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you're not already a subscriber, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Okay. Thanks for spending this time with me. I hope what I said made sense. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Skål. Bye-bye. Who is your role model? If you want to share that with us, then let us know in the comment section.